announcements to make, because you people ask me after the programs are over as to when was this free masterclass, when was this workshop. So remember that the heart-led coaching business, if you have queries around how do you set up your online coaching business, and if you want to build a heartfelt community like I have on YouTube, where people naturally connect, where they feel that things are relevant to them, they are understanding. And based on this organic marketing, if you want to build your coaching business, you can join that free masterclass, which is happening on the 10th of January. So, New Year, New Me is one of the themes that a lot of people talk about at the beginning of the new year. And we see that people don't end up achieving those goals. Forget about achieving, they don't even stick to their goals. Okay, so they may get started, they may join new gym memberships, new communities, and so many other things, but for some reason they are not able to stay consistent with it or stick to it. So how do you really stick to your goals, and what are two major reasons as to which you are not able to stay consistent with your goals? Okay, and every other reason that you can think of actually falls in either of these two categories. So listen to this very, very carefully. First is when the pace of your goals is not aligning to your nervous system, or the pace of your goal is feeling like a threat to your nervous system. For example, you say I want to commit to losing weight, or educating myself, and you invest a huge amount in your gym membership, in your personal trainer, or you enroll into some kind of an upskilling program. So there is this rubber band effect. I literally sat with a rubber band because I wanted to show the rubber band effect. So let's say to achieve that goal, you made this particular pull. Now, to compensate and to come back to a state of neutrality, because your brain likes to keep you safe, it will just release itself. Okay? And you will come back to a point where you started, so that your brain feels like it is in a comfortable space. Now, when you keep the pace that is good for your nervous system, which means you are growing at the same time, you have the sense that I am able to come back to the sense of safety by myself. When you are able to establish these rhythms in your life that are safe for your nervous system, where your nervous system understands that I am also going to get to pause, I am also going to get to rest, that is the time when your brain and your nervous system starts to support you to achieve the goals. Most of the times, let's say that you are someone who likes to keep your life, very musical, like me. I like the time when, I am really pumped up, I'm talking to you guys, I'm creating videos, all of that. At the same time, I enjoy my time on my swing in the balcony, on the terrace, where I'm just reading. I am not technically doing anything but recharging and just spending some time alone, or spending some time with the things that I absolutely love to do. Things that have no real, high performance or productivity rewards attached to it, but they are just feel good things. If you don't understand your inner music, and you start to set goals like, what, I am going to work like a machine from that particular day, and I also should not need a lot of rest, and then tomorrow again I need to start working like a machine, this is a clear sign that your nervous system is going to burn out. You're going to feel like, you're going to be triggered by every small thing that happens around you, and all of that and all of that. So that's one reason. The second reason is not understanding your human design properly. You may be designed to do a certain thing in this particular world. You may have a certain life purpose, which I help people decode using either human design or astrology, whatever they align with more and whatever they are able to understand better. And when you are aligning your life purpose with actually what you need to do in this particular lifetime, the nature starts to support you. Whatever we call as the universe, the destiny, whatever you believe in, it starts to support you. For example, even let's say you don't believe in human design, you don't believe in astrology, nothing, okay? But a person who is naturally meant to do something, they are always pulled towards doing that particular thing. For example, I was watching this Olympics video, and this person was skiing in that video. And that skiing practice is so rigorous, okay, and take on any sports. The practice is so rigorous that unless and until you have a natural pull towards that particular thing, you cannot do it repeatedly, because You are not getting rewards for every single practice that you do, external rewards. Nobody is, appreciating you every single day. Nobody is giving you awards every single day on stage. But you go and practice every single day because your inner system rewards you for that. And that is something that I call as alignment. Alignment can be found out through deep questioning, journaling, connecting yourself back to yourself, and also from tools like human design and astrology. So I utilize everything that I know so that I can help a client go from a point A to where they want to go when it comes to their life purpose and make their life more meaningful. So when these two things are not catered to properly and we start just copying each other, copying each other's productivity routines, copying each other's life purposes, and all of that, that time people are often not able to stick to their goals. And when you find this particular thing that has to be the central focus of your life, and when you arrange your life around it, you start to see that there is so much clarity in your own life. So, in this particular live, I wanted to announce this Personal Transformation Collective, which is a membership that we are starting. So, if you had a look to our service pages, we have priced up our services. So, I also wanted to have something that is more affordable for people where they can interact with me, and we have a structured program through which I can take them from the place of confusion, not able to be productive, not able to be driven, or whatever you call it, to the place where they feel that they have lived a very good year. So, what we are going to do in 2026, we are starting this personal development collective called as the Mission 2026, and we are going to meet each month, and there are total 10 master classes, and I am going to help you get that clarity, understand how you can use this personal development techniques for yourself and apply it in your life, and take your self one step, two steps ahead every single month, so that at the end of the year, when you're looking back at that particular year, you will be able to feel like you were able to accomplish, or you were able to really show up for things that brought in a lot of joy. Because it's not always about accomplishment. For some people it is about performance, success, accomplishment, and for some people it's more about peace, emotional wellness, and spirituality, things like that. And for some people like me, it's about both, right? And there's so many people that I'm interacting with from YouTube. I always wanted that the people who join my community find a value alignment with me, and I saw that they are also of the belief, and they are understanding that it is so important that we create a balance between these things, because both of them are important. Material is important, spiritual is important. Your emotional wellness is important, your productivity and how do you experience and express yourself in life is also important. So, if you want to cater to this holistic development, you'll find the link to join our membership in the description box. So, you can either try this out for 3 months. So there is an option to join quarterly, or there's an option to join for the full year. And there are other bonuses also. The courses which are available on our platform are also given to you as a bonus as a part of this membership. So a lot of good stuff for people who want to work at their own pace. And for a lot of people, because I stay connected to my previous clients, and we had interactions through different platforms like the Courage Circle for women, like the inner circle that I had in the last year. And so many people benefited from just attending those group calls once a month. So after experimenting this with my previous clients and people who have worked with me, who have been a part of our community, I understood, okay, what value can this really add? And again, it is based on the nervous system, how it functions, and also things like human design and astrology, which tells us about first your individual designs, and also how the larger scheme of things is going to be at a global level, and also at the level of we as a collective, and also we as a country. If you are into these things, and if you are, for example, let's say you're into Chinese astrology, people have been saying this, that 2025 was the year of the snake, and 2026 is going to be the year of the horse. So snake is about transformation and shedding the old skin and all of that. And if you look at Indian astrology, it was also saying that this was the year of Mars and destructions. And we saw many destructive things happen in the year 2025. Okay, so these things, whether you follow whichever numerology, astrology, Chinese astrology, they are just indications which tell you about the general theme of the year, and it is a very good idea to actually, design your year according to it. Okay, and I'm saying this after experimenting this on myself, and also with the clients who chose to believe in these things with me. And I don't like to have just blind faith on things. I like to try it out and then suggest it forward if it has worked for me. So there was a lot of, old systems collapsing in 2025 for a lot of people also. Yes, I believe in God, who the complete name is not there, but I definitely believe in God. I believe in a higher power, because there is somewhere I feel that, there's so many things that we are not doing and they are still happening in the world. Like, there's so many things. So you can call it, the universal force, you can call it destiny, you can call it God, you can give it any name, but there is something that is keeping this universe functional. And it is it's just like that automatic thing that has kept this universe functional. And when I find better words for it, I would just express it in a better way. But I definitely believe in God. So, as I said, that, a lot of individual constructs also had a lot of destruction in 2025. Let's say you looked at this world through an old frame, through an old lens. You will see that the lens has sort of broken now, and you are looking at the world from a totally different lens. And whoever resonates with this can really comment on this particular live right now or even later, so that I know that even you experience the same thing, that there was a lot of changes in the way you looked at the world as a worldview. And this has happened for a lot of people. 2026, on the other hand, okay, is a year that is about new beginnings. That is literally about new beginnings. And like in Chinese astrology, they say it's the year of the horse, which means that whatever old skin you have shed in 2025, whatever old things you have let go of in the year 2025, in 2026 you will be able to actually move forward like a horse. Okay, you'll be able to move forward like a horse which has momentum, right? So the word for 2026, if there are two words for 2026, first I would say new beginnings, and second I would say momentum. So this is the year of momentum, and whatever we have designed in the mission 2026 is based on understanding all of this. So you can go to the description box, be a part of that collective where you will be attending these masterclasses, okay? And you'll be able to benefit from all of that. So whenever, yesterday I was having a session with someone, and we were having a discussion as to, what is the relevance of these things, whether it's astrology, whether it's numerology, whether there are different subjects, right, people use for any kind of trying to predict uncertainty, I would say. But uncertainty is uncertain. You cannot, like, 100% predict it all the time, right? But we can make the best odds that it is. Okay, so in the olden days, when this is just me thinking out loud, I'm not saying this is the reason. In the olden days, when people did not have a clock, okay, a watch, they coordinated with each other depending on, where the moon is, what is the phase of the moon today, where the sun is. Okay, sun is rising, sun is setting. So I'm just wondering that they use these uh, coincidences that are happening in the universe as a point of reference. Like how we, let's say we are in India, so to meet at a particular time, we are going to use 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock as a reference. So what are these, planets or whatever we say, they are point of references that can be used to comment or talk about the general things, okay, the general stuff. Okay, and you can actually go back and see that there's a lot of accuracy in the predictions made by certain people. I would not say everybody, because most of the people who are into these professions, they fear monger you, they don't talk logic, they don't talk sense a lot of times. But there are few people, really few people, who have taken the subjects up as a research, because it is at the end of the day data science, as to you are understanding different characteristics of a person, or different events that have happened in their life, and you are trying to draw or conclude on certain patterns. And anything that is research oriented is ever evolving. So, whenever you look at something, or whether you choose to believe in something, just see how your experience is with that thing. Is your fear increasing with that thing, or is your fear decreasing with that thing? Okay, because real knowledge or real gyan is going to disillusion you, it's going to take your fears away from you. Whatever you believe is, oh, this may happen, that may happen, all of that, that is going to settle down. And there's nothing wrong about questioning. There's nothing wrong about questioning, unless and until you're really doing it out of curiosity, and not out of saying that I am so smart and you are so stupid because you talk about God, or you talk about universe, or you talk about this energy, that energy. You experience it, you see it. If you feel like you don't resonate, you may not believe it, it's completely okay. Shamsa has a comment: whatever is happening by us in reality is being done by God. As if someone can walk, it's because of Krishna has given the person legs to walk, else it wouldn't be possible. So people from different thought processes would say it in very very different ways, and it's very very important to keep on questioning these things till you feel like you have found certain answers. Okay. And I truly have a lot of admiration for people who have faith in God, or who, I'm not saying that who don't have faith in God, I don't respect them that much, but they have developed an ability to trust, to trust that things will work out for them. They have developed an ability, and they have turned their emotion to a level of sweetness. And then what happens, that when they are meeting other people, they meet other people with that level of sweetness. So whatever you choose to believe in, because what happens when there is, let's say that there is no idea of God. Okay. And then what people do, the pedestal in their life, you understand pedestal, right? They will keep other people on those pedestals, or they will keep themselves on that pedestal. Now what happens when you just keep yourself on the pedestal, and you don't think there is anything higher than you, and you have gone into this very lowest level of arrogance. You think whatever you're doing, whatever you are saying is the right thing to do. Okay. You think that is the right thing to do, and you end up doing certain things for yourself and other people that are very very destructive. Now what happens when you are keeping other people on those pedestals? They are taking the decisions for you, they are doing everything for you, and you feel like a victim of life. That's first. As a child you may actually like it that you're being taken care of, but when you grow into an adult you don't like it. And the second thing is, you don't even realize when you have become like that person whom you have kept on the pedestal. Let's say that person is very critical, they have this very weird way of talking to other people. They will always keep on talking like that, bad about other people, constantly criticizing other people. So you don't even realize when you have actually become like your worst bully, or the person whom you have kept on the pedestal. So why not keep someone on the pedestal whose qualities you want to imbibe in your life? Now, based on your faith, based on your religion, based on whatever you believe in, you can choose who that could be. If you like peace and if you like groundedness, you can choose someone as your God. If you like power, if you like fearlessness, you can choose someone as your God. Whoever, your brain reminds you of. So, all of these iconographies, they are meant to help the human psychology and the human system. That is why in the olden days, all of these things were quite healing for people as well. So, if it works out for you, if it's healing for you, then it is completely you as a human. You have the agency to choose what do you want to believe in. But definitely things that create fear in your life, or things that make you, behave in such a weird way around other people, that is the time you want to, stop believing in these particular thing. Okay. So anybody has any other questions, you can ask. So a lot of people ask me like if they want to work with me, how do they have to work with me? And there are certain changes in the systems that we have made for the year 2026. So what we are going to do, first you have understood about the membership. So if you want some kind of group support, then the membership is a great thing for you. You can join the masterclass happening on the 10th of January, and then we'll be doing one more masterclass only for women, which is again about rise in your power. So that would either happen in January end or February, but the dates will be communicated to you. So when you come to these free masterclasses, you just get to experience what are the fundamental principles on which we are working at the Self Leadership Academy. What do I mean when I say inner authority? What do I mean when I say connecting back to your inner self and all of that? Okay, so you can come join these masterclasses and take a call if you want to work with me for the further things. Otherwise, you can go to the description box. You can book a clarity call with me, which is again a paid call, and we understand like what your personality is. I give you your personality analysis and what are your areas of strength, what kind of careers could be good for you, what are certain changes you can do in the approach that you are generally doing in your life. And after that you can take a call, and I can also take a call if there is a value alignment. And if I really feel like I can help you, we can go ahead and we will get your journey started. Okay. Okay, anybody has any other questions? Okay, so see you guys in the next live or in the next video. Thank you. Thank you, Rupali. See you in the next video. And again, we'll be coming up with many other topics that are interesting, that help human beings in general. And we all are trying to do our best. That is one of the things that we want to remember. Thank you so much, Rupali. That we are all are trying to do our best. We don't have to fall into the trap of perfection. And only when we allow ourselves to experiment, grow, and try different things out, and then we understand this is working for me, this is not working for me, this is a thing that takes you really really wrong. I will try to recall this quote by Elon Musk. He says that I would like to be an optimist and be wrong instead of being a pessimist and be right. What does this mean? That I would like to think positive and then, be proved as wrong for thinking positive. But I would not be someone who's always thinking negative कि अरे ये होने वाला था, देखा मैंने बोला ना ये होने वाला था, नहीं करना चाहिए और ये हो गया. That way of living life is ridiculous. Okay, so you may want to be careful. ओके अगर लेट्स से आपको डर लगता है कि आपकी हेल्थ ख़राब हो गई तो आपका बहुत सारी खर्चा हो जाएगा, तो वो चीज़ सोच के आप हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस ले लो. इट्स अ वेरी गुड डिसीजन. सो वेन एवर यू आर fearful about something, there are practical steps to address if the fear is real, like health insurance for your health crisis. Those things are important, but it's also important to stay very optimistic in your life. So see you in the next video. Bye bye till then. Thank you everyone who had joined today's live.